This just into CBS Sports HQ. The Bulls could be without guard Lonzo Ball for 4 to 6 weeks. According to ESPN, the team and Ball are expected to make a decision on undergoing arthroscopic surgery for a meniscus injury in that left knee within the next 24 to 48 hours. Chicago off to a fantastic start, tied for the best record of the Eastern Conference with the Miami Heat. And Lonzo Ball averaging 13 points per game, more than 5 rebounds and assists per. The shooting percentages for him right now, the best he has ever had in his NBA career. All right, with that, let's bring in Avery Johnson, our NBA analyst. Avery, what are your thoughts here on the Lonzo Ball injury and the potential long-term effect it has on the Chicago Bulls?
Well, Lonzo, as you shared in your graphics, is having an outstanding season. This guy's really taken his game to the next level after struggling, for the first couple of years playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. He's kind of reinvented himself with the way that he's shooting the three-point shot with more accuracy. And he's just playing with a renewed sense of energy and confidence. But in this situation, even if he's gone those 4 to 6 weeks, I think the Bulls are built to survive with his absence. Let's start with DeMar DeRozan. He's playing on an MVP level, just playing outstanding basketball. He's improved his three-point shot. I think he really learned how to play fundamental basketball when he was playing under Coach Popovich with the Spurs. So he's been incredible. You look at Kobe White, getting him back into the lineup. He had 16 points last night. And then Alex Caruso, who, recently, 2 years ago, won a championship with the Lakers, played with arguably one of the top 2 players in the NBA history in LeBron James. He knows what preparation and professionalism is all about. So when you have guys like Caruso, Kobe White, when you have DeMar DeRozan, Ayo Dosunmu, who made a couple of big threes for them last night, can also handle the ball, I think the Bulls are built to survive. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to maintain that number 1 spot in the East, but they can at least survive and keep the momentum going in Lonzo Ball's absence. Okay,
so you think they'll be all right if it's indeed 4 to 6 weeks. Take me through what Billy Donovan's going through, because both Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball missed this recent 3-game road trip, and for different knee reasons, of course, but Ball is the focus here. They tried treatment. It didn't work, so now they're having this conversation about the long-term effects of doing this. And he's also had that same knee when he was with the Lakers a few seasons ago, Avery. So what's that conversation like of shelving a player potentially for this long?
Well, I think if you're in Billy Donovan's situation, you want the best available option, and whatever that option is, specifically if it's surgery, you want that surgery performed like yesterday so that the rehab and the healing process could take place. He just wants to know that he'll have Lonzo Ball back for the playoffs. So I think if surgery is going to be the option, I think they're going to communicate and say, hey, let's get this done over the next 24 to 48 hours so that they can start the rehab. And then Billy Donovan can now work on his rotations in terms of, who does he start? Who does he bring off the bench? Had about 4 starters yesterday played 35 plus minutes. Kobe played 37 minutes. So I think he needs to get his rotation. Maybe he starts smaller against certain teams, bigger against other teams. So he just wants to know what he's dealing with. They don't want to make any excuses. It happens to NBA teams. Injuries are the great neutralizers that you never can plan for because you just don't know what's going to happen. And also with COVID with these teams. So Billy just wants to know, what's going to be the final decision on what's going to happen with Lonzo so that he can know how to plan accordingly.
Avery Johnson breaking it down here with the news at Lonzo Ball. Again, not definitive yet, but could be 4 to 6 weeks with that injury. Coach, certainly appreciate it. Again, the Bulls right now navigating a schedule without a couple of its stars. They did so with COVID as well. Avery did bring up DeMar DeRozan, the missed time with him. He's come back and done fairly well. They're going to be at the Champs on Friday, then on the road, continuing this roadie that continues in Orlando and then Oklahoma City. Again, they're tied for the best record in the Eastern Conference, but not a lot of respect in the futures market at Caesars Sportsbook. Chicago is 22-1 to win the NBA title.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.